Good morning, everybody. So we need to field. So I am very happy to have a time to have a time with your family, friends. Also, we have another day to listening, teaching, and practicing the Dharma. So every day when you wake up early morning, you really need to feel, you need to recognize you are still survive. So we never know, we don't know actually how many people died yesterday morning, afternoon, evening, last night, this morning, maybe until like a 10. So maybe there's 100,000 people died. But we are still survive, have a good time with your family and friends. Particularly, we have a very fortunate time to study Dharma, have a time to practicing the Dharma. Therefore, everybody feel rejoice yourself. Yes, we are very lucky to be. We are very lucky to have the time to study Dharma and practicing Dharma, but there's no guarantee. We have another day for studying, practicing Dharma. There's no guarantee we have another day spent with your families and friends. This one, every day we need to remember. So let's say, if we died today, so whatever we have, include the physical body, so we have to leave behind. So nothing we can bring with us. This is the fact we have been seeing. So if we died, this evening or late afternoon, only two things going with us, which is the karmas, the positive and the negative karmas. Therefore, we must think, there's no guarantee I have another day, but how much I have a time left, I must use for the meaningful way. We must use the time and energy to achieve something very meaningful yourself, meaningful others. But many people on the planets, they use their energy and time, they put a lot of effort to achieve meaningful, important things for only themselves. They don't have any intention to do good things for others. As a Buddhist, as a Mahayana follower, we should not think only me and myself and my family and friends. We must think more benefit for others than benefit ourselves, our families and friends. If you have this kind of, mind to think more benefit for others, then subsequently your benefits, your achievement will come indirectly. Therefore, at the beginning, everybody have a pure motivation for becoming a Buddha ourselves to benefit all sentient beings. So we not going to be Buddha to benefit ourselves. Mainly, only we're going to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings, rest of the sentient beings. Then, when you think all sentient beings, rest of the sentient beings, it already includes your family, your friends, your neighbors, your kind of long like a friend, like a relationship, whoever you have, you already include. You don't need to worry about your families. Also, when you think I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings, then you have the great motivation of becoming Buddha. So in order to achieve Buddhahood, so you need to go through a lot of practices. All the practices which you're going to practice actually directly, benefit for you, indirectly benefit others. Becoming Buddha actually benefit many peoples, indirectly also benefit yourself. For example, so when we practice Dharma, the practice of Dharma not referring to the recitation, chanting. The recitation, chanting are very important. We should not neglect them. The most important, we need to do the meditation. So while we are doing meditation, the meditation is only for control, reducing your negative thoughts. The more you reduce your negative thoughts, the more you have an inner happiness, contentment. The more you do meditation, through the meditation practice, you can cultivate, a lot of positive thoughts, the positive energy, positive motivation. All the positive practices also give you a lot of, the inner happiness. Therefore, achieving Buddhahood or benefit for others, when you do the actual practice, directly it benefit for you, indirectly benefit for others. For example, when you do meditation when you practice compassion, directly you become very calm, very content, very happy person. This is the fact you can see, you can feel it. Then indirectly, when you are a very calm person, when you are a very calm father and mother, brother and sister, uncle, auntie, then the people who live around you, the people, the family who live with you, they also feel very calm and happy. So when you become very angry, then the effect, the negative energy also affect your families and friends. Therefore, practicing like a meditation, the meditation practice that directly benefit for you, indirectly benefit for others. So today we will talk a little bit about meditation. Before it, so we need to finish, a few sentences from the Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment. Lamb of the Path to Enlightenment. The sentence is very short. When you think the meaning of these words, lamb. So when you lead a lamb in the dark place, suddenly, the darkness clear away. You can see things very clearly, whatever there. So when you study Dharma, Dharma is like a lamp to dispel darkness in your mind. When your mind becomes very clear, very intelligent, then things around you become more clear. Things around you, we can realize the truth, nature of all phenomena, lamp, right? So leading lamp in the darkness place not only illuminate the things around us, not only. So leading lamp in the darkness place is also benefit for us to walk comfortably in the house. You can sit very comfortably. When the place is very dark, you cannot see things very clearly, one. Second, when you walk around, you are very scared. You are not, feel comfortable to walk around the house. Then you have a sense of scare. Then suddenly something door behind you, then you feel, oh, there must be a ghost. There must be a spirit. There must be a snake. Then you feel, very insecure. Therefore, lamp, the leading lamp can have two most important benefit. At the same time, when you study Dharma, mean you are leading a lamp in your mind to see things precisely, clearly. Also, you can live your life with very comfortably. Very comfortably. So you won't have a lot of doubts. You don't feel, very insecure. You don't feel, very uncontentment. So therefore, look at the words, lamp for path. Path. So in order to practice the Dharma, you need the knowledge, how to practice, what to practice, when I should practice the Dharma. That's for lamp, then path. The path is not for achieving only liberation, it's achieving Buddhahood, enlightened state. So this, when you think about this line, it gives you a lot of hope to have a happy life, healthy life, comfortable life. So therefore, we need to do the meditation. So before we do meditation, usually when you just sit, wherever you sit, the most important, you need to sit comfortably, right? Comfortably. If you be seated in comfortable way, after a few seconds, then you feel, back ache, leg is pain, you cannot sit, quite a long time. Therefore, so we need to talk about meditation. So before it, so we need to study a little bit from the lamp of the path to enlightenment. Last few classes, we study about, it is very important to rely on a teacher. The teacher must be a very qualified teacher, not just have a famous name, not just have a, like a famous position. You should not just happy your guru is very famous. Your guru has many students, or your guru has a high position in the society. We should not just happy about this. We need to check the quality, mostly the 10 qualities. Then also you need to check your qualities. Do you are a qualified student or not? for studying Dharma, to practice the Dharma. Then there's a 3 qualities. So based on the 10 qualities, then when you request to the Guru to give a Bodhisattva vows, then the teacher must have another few qualities. And so therefore, please everybody look at the page number, I think. Sentence number 22. According to page number 22, sentence number 22, I'm not sure, yes, sentence 22. According to the ritual described in the chapter on discipline in the Bodhisattva stage, take vows from a good and well-qualified spiritual teacher. Therefore, we study about the qualities of the Guru. And 23, understand that good spiritual teacher in one skill in the vow ceremony, who lived by vow and has the confidence and compassion bestow it. So based on the top qualities, the Guru who perform, giving Bodhisattva vows. First, the teacher must know how to conduct the Bodhisattva vows ceremony. Is one skill in the vows ceremony. Then qualification number 2, who lives by the vows. So he or she must know how to conduct the Bodhisattva vow ceremony or ritual. Then the Guru who conduct you Bodhisattva vows, he or she must have the Bodhisattva vows, always practice the vows. Therefore, who lives by the vow and has the confidence and compassion to the bestower it. The confidence mean here this confidence refer to patient. Patience. The Guru must have a good patience plus compassion. There's 4 qualities. However, in case you try but cannot find such a spiritual teacher, I shall explain another correct procedure for taking vows. So you try to find, the Guru who has the 14 qualifications. Then somehow you cannot find, the Guru who has these qualities. Then simply you can take the Bodhisattva vows from the Buddha. That means you need to visualize the Buddha, or if you have a statue, painting, or Thanga Buddha, you just put in front of you and you take the vows. Uh, 25. I shall write here very clearly, as planned in the ornament of the Manjushri Buddha Land Sutra, how long ago when Manjushri was Ambaraja, he aroused intention to become enlightened man. Mean he already generated bodhicitta. Mean wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings very seriously. Then second, in order to maintain the bodhicitta, then he or she need to take the vows, like commitment, in front of the Guru, in front of the Buddha and Bodhisattva. Right? Therefore, here said, he arose the intention to become enlightened, but he could not find qualified teacher. Therefore, he took the Bodhisattva vows in front of the Buddha, mean, the painting, statue, the visualized Buddha. 26. In the presence of the protector, I arouse the intention to gain full enlightenment. I invite all beings as my guest and shall free them from second existence. This means you visualize the Buddha, or you set up the Buddha's image, you do 3-time prostration and generate bodhicitta. Right? I arouse the intention to gain full enlightenment. Then most important one, I invite all beings as my guests, and I shall free them from second existence. That means you just think, I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So since today, all sentient beings like my guests, my important guest, and shall free them from second existence. So when you say, and when you think, I invite all beings as my guest, that means you really need to give a good treat for all sentient beings. You should not harm anybody. For example, you received, you have a very important guest in your house. If you act, badly, if you harm them, then you don't have you not consider he or she is your guest. So since today, when you study about this text, you must accept all sentient beings are my important guest. I should not harm them since today. I always pay respect to all sentient beings equally. I should not have a sense of closeness with someone. I should not have a distant feeling with someone. You need to look all sentient beings equally. 27. From this moment onwards, until I attain enlightenment, I shall not harbor harmful thoughts, anger, avarice, envy. So, since you accept all sentient beings are your important guests, definitely, we should not harm. We never harm our guests. We treat well, we pay respect well, so we offer the best thing to the guests. So we should not have a harmful thoughts. Because when you have a harmful thoughts, then you will have the harmful action, verbally, physically. When the harmful action, come out, the verbally, physically, then you can imagine, how it's harmful for others. Then anger, aversion, here's avarice, and envy. Because you accept all sentient beings as your important guest. Then you have a cup of tea. So you are thirsty. Other beings are also very thirsty. So that time, what you should do, what we should do, we should drink the cup of tea ourselves, or we offer it to others. Of course, if they are your guests, definitely you offer the cup of tea for others. That means you should not have the sense of envy. 28. I shall cultivate pure conduct, give up wrongdoing and desire, and with joy in the voice of discipline, tend myself to follow the Buddha. So you should cultivate the pure vows, conduct, and give up wrongdoing. Wrongdoing, also desire about the bad things. And with the joy in the vows, you always feel joy about, having the vows, discipline. Not just having the vows, tend myself to follow the Buddha, right? So follow Buddha, what does it mean? You just always, carry Buddha statue. You need to always carry, like the Buddha pendant in your neck. No, you don't need. If you're a Buddhist, you don't need to carry, all the religious object in your body. You need to bring with you the Buddha teaching. You always bring with you the Buddha messages. How to practice compassion, how to control anger, how to control envy, hatred, right? Therefore, tend myself to follow the Buddha. When you say, I follow Buddha Shakyamuni, when your, the lifestyle have to be like Buddha, your lifestyle have to be like Bodhisattva. If you say, oh, I follow, His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, so your daily, the lifestyle, the eating style, living style, talking style with someone, have to be like Dalai Lama. But you don't have to be monks and nuns. Right? Also, when you say, oh, I follow my guru, what does it mean? Oh, your guru go to India, are you going to India? Your guru go to Europe, goes to Europe, you're going to go to Europe. Many people do like that. Oh, I follow my guru, wherever guru go, I go. You don't have to. Whatever guru say, practice, say this practice, you must practice. Therefore, train myself to follow the Buddhas. If you really follow Buddha teaching in your daily life, you never feel angry. You never have a sense of hatred. You never feel uncontentment. You feel very content. You always feel, my life is meaningful. But you are Buddhist. Your lifestyle, your style is against the Dharma. That means you are not really Buddhist. You are not really, following Buddha. Verbally, you are just saying like that. Train myself to follow the Buddhas. 29. I shall not be eager to reach enlightenment. I shall not be eager to reach enlightenment in the quickest way, but shall stay behind till the very end for the sake of a single beings. This is very important. I shall not be eager to reach enlightenment in the quickest way, but shall stay behind till the very end for the sake of a single being. So when we practice bodhicitta, we have a very strong intention to be Buddha, to benefit all sentient beings very quickly, very fastly, very swiftly. Right? This is we must have this motivation. Then last you got two options. Oh, you can be Buddha for within a few weeks, Also, someone need you, only one sentence, single sentence, we need you, so what you should do, you want to be Buddha first, or the second benefit the sentient beings, or you just forget about becoming Buddha to benefit a sentient being, you just stay with the one single sentient being. If you have two options, these two options, that means you must remind for many years to benefit just one single sentient beings. But therefore, I shall not be eager to reach enlightenment in the quickest way, but shall stay behind till the very end for sake of single beings. Therefore, the prayers, as long as the space remains, I will remain. That therefore, the first Dalai Lama, first or second, I'm not sure. Somebody asked, oh, you're really high practitioner. After you pass away, you will go to the Tushita with the Mitriya Buddha. And he replied, I don't have any intention to go to Tushita and Pure Land. I always have an intention to remain in samsara, remain in this, lower realms to benefit all sentient beings. Also, we follow Buddha teaching. We must have this kind of thoughts, this kind of intention. 30. I shall purify limitless, inconceivable lands and remain in the 10 directions for all those who call my name. So, having bodhicitta, realize emptiness, then we wish to remain in the samsara to purify the lands wherever we live, wherever sentient beings live. Purify the lands. How we purify the lands? Purify your mind. If your mind becomes pure, the land where you stay become pure. If your mind is very calm, the house, the place wherever you stay, the house, the place become very calm and peace. Right. Then next one, and remain in 10 directions, not only east and west, south, remain in 10 directions to benefit all sentient beings, particularly for all those who call my name. Right? So, for example, many of us, we do chanting, pray to Dalai Lama. So when we chant, so we call his name. So he remains with us because due to our devotion, due to his commitments. Therefore, all Bodhisattvas remain with us in different forms for all those who call my name. 31. I shall purify all my bodily and verbally forms of activity, my mental activities too. I shall purify and do nothing that is not virtuous. So we have to purify our body, speech, and the mental action. All action must be very pure. All action must be very virtuous. How our all action can be pure and virtuous? Because we need to control our anger, hatred, envy, desire, this thing. Then our activities become very pure. I shall purify and do nothing that is non-virtuous. Non-virtuous. Then 32. When those observing the vows of the active altruistic intention have 10 well. In the three forms of discipline, the respect for the three forms of discipline grows, which cause purify body, speech, and mind. Based on having Bodhisattva vows, when you observe your vows, right, then in the three forms of discipline, so somebody tells me what are the three types of morality. So there's a three types of discipline or morality. One, the morality to benefit sentient beings. Another morality for collecting the virtues. Third one, the morality, the moral discipline to suppress the negative thoughts. In Tibetan we call Semjen Donje Gi Tsultin Min, the ethical discipline to achieve other benefits, for achieving benefits for others. Secondly, Gewa Chudu, mean collecting the virtuous action. That's been discipline, ethic for collecting the virtuous action. Third one, Nyeju Dombi Tsultin, mean control your negative thoughts or restrain your mind from the negative thoughts. So you must think, you do the practice in order to do one of the three. Then also you must respect the three form of discipline grows, which cause purify your body, speech, and mind. Right? If you have an ethical discipline to fulfill other benefits, then your activities become very pure. Also, you have a discipline to gathering the virtuous action, then your discipline become very pure. Body, speech, mind become very pure. When you control your negative thoughts, if your mind restrained from the negative thoughts, then your verbal, then body, the mental action become pure. Therefore, in the for these three forms of discipline grows, which cause purify of your body, speech, and mind. Therefore, through effort in the vows met by Bodhisattva for pure, full enlightenment, the collection of the complete enlightenment will be thoroughly accomplished. If you have a proper effort to maintain the three types of the morals, the three types of disciplines, then it costs to collect. One costs to purify, the Bodhisattva vows. Also, it costs to collect the two kinds of merit for complete the enlightenment. Will be thoroughly accomplished. All Buddha says that the cause for the completion, the completion for achieving Buddhahood of the collection whose nature is merit and exalted wisdom in the development of higher perception. You maintain the three kinds of discipline purely, then your body, speech, mind become very pure. It costs to collect all the merits. Then through the two kinds of merit, you're going to achieve the pure, higher perception. The higher perception referred to the clear, clear voyance. So because in order to benefit others, you must have a certain types of, higher perception. You must have a, types of clairvoyance. Then you can benefit for others. For example, when I in TBC, while I'm reading a books, suddenly somebody in TBC, I try to, understand why the person is walk in, what the person is, try to get something. So I try to understand about the person. Then I guess, oh, this person come here with this problem, that problem. Then according to my assumption about the person, then I, try to solve the problem. Therefore, in the development of the higher perception, then 35 is very important words. Just as a bird with undeveloped wings cannot fly in the sky, those without power of higher perception cannot work for good for living beings. So, like the baby chick, little baby bird, they have a very small, like wings, haven't fully developed yet. If the bird, the little baby bird, haven't developed fully to 2 wings, try to fly here, yes, he will, fall over, or, somebody, killed and eat him or her, the chicken baby. Therefore, just as a bird with undeveloped wing cannot fly in the sky, make sure he's talking to us. Those without the power of higher perception cannot work for good for living beings. So this is very common, obstacle for us. So we have a compassion mind. We have a very kind heart. When we see certain problems, when we see somebody has a problems, we try to, overcome them from sufferings and problem. But many cases, many occasions, we always feel disappointment. Because our compassion, kindness, patience, bodhicitta haven't fully developed. It haven't become solid. It haven't become, strong enough to benefit for others. Therefore, as a beginner, you should not think I'm not going to benefit any sentient being. You must think I will benefit all sentient beings who have a problem, sufferings. When you really encounter some has a problem, you must mentally you think I will benefit. I will help these people. Practically, you need to think. If you practically really, try to overcome those people or those sentient beings from suffering, then there's a dangers to destroy, minimize your kind, compassion mind. For example, there's a snake. The snake is really, in problem. Without using your intelligence, without using your wisdom, you try to save the snake. The snake is in trouble problem, but the snake bites you. When the snake bites you, it releases poison. The snake kills you. So many of us have this experience. First, you need to learn how to be mentally strong. You need to learn how your compassion must be strong. Then you need to learn how to practice my compassion, kindness, tolerance with the wisdom. Right? So this is very important advice. Just as a bird with undeveloped wings cannot fly in the sky, you can jump here and there. You should not try to fly in the sky. Therefore, you try to support, try to help here and there, but compassion for all sentient beings. But you should not be very serious about helping others. Or you must have a serious thoughts. Or you should not be physically, mentally, verbally serious to benefit others. You cannot, because you don't have the solid, the compassion, kindness. Also, you don't have the clear voice. You don't have a higher perception. Somebody comes to you, report you all the problems and sufferings, but you cannot see the behind. You can see only the surface and face, because we don't have a clear voice. Therefore, cannot walk for the good for living beings. The merit gained in the single day by those who possess the higher perception cannot be gained even a abundant lifetime by one without such as higher perception. So if you have a clairvoyance, then you can, sentence number 36. So is what he's saying, the 36 one, the merit gained the single day by those who possess higher perception. So if you have the good kinds of the two kinds of merit, then you can develop a higher perception. Then you can gain, you can have the perception. Without the merits, you try to achieve the high perception. You cannot, even you try for 100 lifetime, you cannot. By those who possess higher perception. Then second one, cannot be gained even the 100th lifetime by one without such as higher perception. Those who want swiftly to complete the collection for full enlightenment will accomplish higher perception through effort, not through laziness. So when you have, try to accumulate, through accumulating two kinds of merit, you can have a high perception. Also, you can accomplish the enlightenment very swiftly, very quickly, with the effort, not with the laziness. Therefore, you always have to put a lot of effort. You always need to practice the Dharma every moment, every day. Then you're going to accumulate enough merits. Then you're going to have a higher perception. Then achieving Buddhahood, you can achieve very fast, very swiftly, very quickly. This is happened through effort, not through laziness. So when we think about, the laziness, being lazy about practicing Dharma. So when we open Dharma book, soon we open Dharma book, our mind is everywhere. Before opening Dharma book, you don't remember, you need to do something here and there. As soon you open the Dharma book, suddenly you remember, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to text my friend, I have to call my friend, I have to meet someone, I need to cook, I need to clean. This is an obstacle, right? Obstacle. Also, someday you feel, oh, it's so difficult to sleep. As soon you open the Dharma book, you're going to fall asleep. This is an obstacle. that obstacle. Also, so when we listen teaching from any gurus, any teacher, so as soon we listen and teaching, our mind feel tired. We need to drink water. We need to move here and there. When we listening like a music, we can listen music for 2-3 hours. You cannot feel tiredness. We cannot feel thirsty. We don't need to move. You just lay down on the bed, on the sofa. You can listen the music for 2-3 hours. Why? Because negative karma. Actually, when we listen to music, for me, when I listen music, I don't listen the meaning and the words. I only listen the melody. I prefer to listen Nepali music. The Nepali has a very nice melody. Then I don't understand the meaning and the words. Then my mind just, listen the melody to have a calm and happy mind. So when you listen like a Chinese music, English music with the sing song, then your mind really going through all the samsaric thing. Then you will feel happy about. That means you have a very strong attachment with the samsara. So when we watch like a YouTube about Dharma, you can watch maybe 20-30 minutes. You cannot watch anymore, not more than 20 minutes or 30 minutes. When we watch like a movie, you can watch maybe 6-7 hours continuously because of the obstacle, because of the negative karma. Therefore, someday we feel we are very lazy. Actually, we are not lazy at all. We are always busy, not lazy. But we are lazy about dharma, busy about samsara. Right? None of us, none of you are lazy. No, you are very busy for almost 24 hours, 7. But we are very lazy about dharma. We feel lazy because we don't have a merit. Also, we don't understand the benefit of dharmas. We don't understand the achievement through studying dharma. Therefore, we feel lazy. We don't want to listen the dharma. Therefore, effort and lazy. Without the attainment of the karma body, that collect the merit, clairvoyance, achieving without 3 things. So in order to accomplish the higher perception, particularly the higher perception to know the person's mind, then, if there's a few types of 5 types of clairvoyance, 5 types of high perception among the 5. The high perception to know the person's mind is very important. Very important. If your father, if your children are quite naughty, not listening you need to know the children's mind. You need to know your brother mind, sister mind, relative minds, your boss mind. The boss also must know, the workers, the staff mind. Then according to their mind, you can act. You can change the person. Because in the modern time, it's quite serious. Parents feel my children are not doing well. The children think my parents, my single father and mother, they don't like me. Because there's a huge gap between the children and the parents or single father and mother. Huge gap to understand each other. You not how to understand the mind. You always say you must do better. You study well. You come on time. You eat on time. You sleep on time. You have been saying, you repeat this kind of advice for the children for 100 times. The children are not listening to you. The children asking parents, I need this, I need this. The children repeat for 100 times. The children not going to receive what he or she wish to receive from you, because there's a big, gap between parents and the children. There's a long, gap between teacher and students. There's a long gap between, workers and the boss. There's a long gap between friends and friends. We don't try to understand their mind, what they really need, what they are really lacking. Therefore, recently I saw a clip. One of the Singaporean mother was sharing, her experience about her child. So when the child, I think he writing, always few sentences about commit suicide. Like the commit suicide is the best way to overcome all the problems, sufferings. So she didn't notice he has a thoughts, commit suiciding. But then he tried to commit suicide. So due to some reason, he was in hospital. So when he awake, he feels so disappointment because he could not commit suicide. Then the family saved him, bring back to home. Then the second time, he fully prepared, commit suicide. He commits suicide. Because there's a gap, mother and children and mother, father, gap. We really need to fill the gap through try to understand more deeper way about the mind. This is a very serious problem in our society. So if you are a teacher, the student not listening you really need to know what the student needs from you. What kind of mind student has. If you are a father, you always give out good food, good clothes, gift, bring here and there, which is very good. You always need to watch the children's mind. If you living with your relatives, you really need to understand each of the relatives' mind. Then you can act according to their desire. But another problem we have, when you have problem, you don't want to share with your friends. Particularly don't want to share your family and parents. Because when they share, they are like a sorrow, the emotional sorrow. Then is our culture, the parents suddenly say, what are you talking about? Don't talk like that. Since the children keep quiet. So this is a problem because we have a concept, right? We have a concept, what you call my personality is my personal things. I cannot share with anybody. My privacy, I must keep myself, don't share with others. Then the negative thoughts collect for many months. Then one day he cannot collect anymore, is going to explore. Then nobody can control. The last option, commit suicide. Right? Therefore, it's clairvoyance. But we don't have a clairvoyance. At least we try to understand each of the people who are around you. Try to understand. If you really try to understand more deeper level, particularly what they are really need, then you can solve the problem. Right? Therefore, clairvoyance. Without attainment of the karma burden, higher perception will not occur. Therefore, make repeated effort to accomplish karma burden. Right? Without shamatha, you cannot achieve a higher perception. Therefore, make effort. Therefore, make repeated effort to accomplish the karma burden. Right? Then meditation is very important. So now, what time is it now? It's all 11. So now I think everybody has a quite kinds of precondition to do practice. So we have been talking Dharma for many months, many classes. Now here we need to know the point about meditation. When you usually do meditation, is bring your mind brings a lot of inner happiness. Your mind becomes very stable. Any of the negative thoughts cannot influence your mind. Number one. Number two, when your mind becomes very calm, very quiet, very clean, very pure, then you can see things more clearly. Particularly, then you can able to see, the kind of the person's mind. Generally, when you try to understand this person, when they, someone talking to you, talking with you, you try to understand the motivation, the intention, the mind behind, the thoughts. You always watch the face expression, the facial expression, eyes, particularly mouth. When you watch a person's eyes and mouth while the person talking to you, you can guess a person is very genuine or they affect things. So meditation is very important. First, calm mind. Second, achieving karma body. Third, achieving spiritual insight, vipassana. Then you can achieve the higher perception. Then achieving Buddhahood is very quick, very fast. Right? So today, at the beginning, we will talk a little bit about meditation. So I will read few lines from the Lamrim. Actual session, how to sustain the meditation in general. Everybody, heard about meditation. Also, many of you have been doing meditation. What does mean meditation? That which is known as a meditation is the act of the sustaining an object of meditation and specifying objective aspect by repeatedly focusing your mind upon a virtuous object of meditation. Then the purpose of this is as follows. First, the meaning of meditation is here, act of sustaining an object of meditation and pacifying object of meditation. So pacifying subject aspect by repeatedly focusing your mind upon the virtuous object of meditation. That means your mind always need to focus the object which is the virtues. Right? So therefore, the breathing meditation is not, as said, it's a pre-condition for meditation. It's not really actually, meditation. The meditation always have to focus on something. The mind always be virtuous. So before I explain, then I will explain the purpose of meditation. The purpose of this is follow. From beginning, last time, you have been under the control of your mind, right? From the beginning, last time, you have been under the control of your mind. So millions of years, we are under the control of our mind. So forget about many years, many lifetimes. This lifetime, since we began our life, we control by our thoughts, our mind. You have been under the control of your minds. Then your mind has not been under your control. That means the mind controls us. We haven't controlled the mind. Therefore, we have a problem. Right? So now we need to switch. We don't mind let us control. We control the mind. Until today, the mind is always going in front of us. The mind says, I want to eat. We go for eating. The mind says, I want to smoke. Then we smoke. The mind says, oh, I want to steal. We steal. The mind says, I want to hum. We hum. Right? Therefore, until today, the mind controls us. We cannot control mind. Since today, we control the mind. The mind says, oh, I want to drink alcohol. We said, no, you cannot. Until today, I listen you. Since today, you must listen to me. Whatever I say, you follow. The mind says, oh, I want to fight with someone. We say, no. Until today, I follow you. Today, you follow me. You should not hum. Humming is very bad. Right? Your mind has not been under your control. Furthermore, your mind tended to be obscured by the affliction and so forth. That means our mind is totally obscured, means totally polluted, totally blocked by the affliction and so forth. For example, the object of the attachment actually is not attractive, not beautiful. But for us, the object of attachment is so attractive, so beautiful. So our mind cannot see the ugliness of the object of attachment because the attachment obscure to see the reality of object of attachment. Right? Therefore, here said, your mind has not been under your control. Furthermore, your mind tended to be obscured by the affliction and so forth. Thus, meditation aims to bring this mind with, grievous rest to all false and flow, under control, then aims to make serviceable. The serviceability means that you can direct your mind as you wish to thoughts, the virtuous object of meditation. So this is very important. Until today, the mind controls us. All the minds controlled by all the affect emotions. All the affect emotions controlled by ignorance. The ignorance is the king. Now all the emotions are, like ministers. So we are like a servant. So now we do the opposite one. We control the mind. Mind should not let control by affect emotion. The mind should control by calm, compassion, tolerance, forgiveness, all the positive minds led controlled by wisdom. So meditation is control ignorance, control affect emotions. Don't ask control by affect emotions. Meditation let control the positive thoughts by wisdom. Let the positive control us. So this is the purpose of meditation, right? So next class we talk about meditation. So therefore, if you do meditation in your daily life, at the beginning, you sit very comfortably, okay? And the meditation, like the sit or in wherever you sit, the cushion or the bed, the sofa must be a bit harder. If you too soft, your body going to sink. Also, it produce heat. So the surface is a bit harder is better. It's very soft, feel very comfortable, but it's not good, it's not conducive cause for your meditations. Sit on a bit hard, most of you know very well. Then do the breathing meditation, the breathing exercise. Breathe in and out, few times. Then you need to stop your breath for a while, as much as you can. I said usually, every day I said. Someday you need to, hold your breath in your chest, in your heart. Stop for a while. Then, release the breath and oxygen very slowly and gently. Few times. Then you breathe in, breathe out fully. Your lungs, your heart, your chest become very flat, totally empty. Do these few exercises. Then next, you breathe in and out few times. You fully breathe in all your breath, the oxygen or the air, you bring down around your belly. Fully full your belly with the oxygen or breath or air, fully full. Then your belly become quite big, come up. Stop there for a while. And release gently a few times. Again, breathe in, fill your lower, like abdomen area with a fully full. Then stop. Again, release. Then, after you breathe in, breathe out all your air and oxygen, whatever we name, from your belly, but then particularly the lower part of your abdomen area. Then your abdomen, the lower part of your abdomen become very flat. Become very flat. Look like your stomach skin almost touching, your behind the bones. Look like you really become very flat. Do this kind of few exercise. It has a lot of benefits. Generally, it's really good for your health. Your lungs, your heart, your chest become very healthy. The second one, your digestion system become healthy. Or your abdomen, your kidneys, the urinary tract, whatever everything become also very healthy. Also, you give you, the right kind of energy for your body, for your meditation. Right? So today I will show you how to do this one. You cannot see the abdomen part. I hope you can see. Don't worry about my face. Oh. Okay, you can see my chest. Okay, you sit comfortably, which posture you want to sit. I usually hold my knee, you don't have to, up to you. I'm breathing in and out a few times. Then you breathe in and hold the breath in your chest. Look at me. Stop. Relax. Again, fully breathe in. Your lungs and heart fully full with oxygen. Push up your chest and hold. So do this exercise for a few times. So when you fully breathe in, push up your chest, you hold your breath. Breathe in and out, just hold. At that moment, you can feel it. Your lungs and heart will really like moving like this way. The heart, looking kind of blood coming in and out. Also the lungs, looking at oxygen, air, you fully stop. Then you are giving the good exercise for your lungs and heart. Also reducing all the negative kind of the air energy giving out. Second, you look at the abdomen area. First, I fully do the few breathing in and out. Then I push out and hold. Then I release. You can see. Now I'm breathing, fully breathing in. relax. Again, breathe, fully breathe in, push out your stomach, hold. That means you are giving, good exercise to the muscles of your abdominals, the lower part of abdominals, about the kidney, all the muscle really pushing like this. You hold. After you release, everything becomes very flat. Then you hold like this, then the muscles around your kidney or look like moving like this. Then you physically, mentally become very calm because you fully release the negative energy or the disturbing kind of air in your body. Then you do the meditation, whatever you meditate on. So this one, so we will start next Sunday. Okay, we have a few minutes. If there are any questions, so please feel free.
Yeah, Dharma brothers and sisters, if you have any questions, you can feel free to unmute yourself or you can type in the chat window. Geshe-la, is the breathing exercise has to be done empty stomach?
Yeah, because it's the best early morning. Because it's not same for everybody, different people has a different body structure. The best do early morning. You just drink, like kind of warm, not hot, just warm water, clean your stomach, and do the exercise. For me, I do, when I go to early morning, the fog canning is very quiet, and the air is very clean. And yeah, in the empty stomach is very good. Empty stomach is very good because you need to push out your belly. If you have a lot of food, you really cannot push out. If you try to push out, it's kind of not good for your belly. The belly becomes very bigger. If you do with the empty exercise, also you shrink your belly. Also, you really expand your heart and lung. Therefore, your lungs and heart become very healthy. Also, digestion system, kidney. So, should not do with a full stomach, empty, not empty of water, empty of food, because you need certain water in your body. Yes.
Yeah. Geshe-la, what to do if one keep on sleeping during Dharma class? Do what to purify?
I saw very common that many people sleep in the Dharma class. So what is your question here? What to do?
Yes, what to do? Is it also due to karma that of our past life?
No. Therefore, we should not blame all the time karma. If their karma has a kind of ability to speak, really karma going to nagging us. You ever say karma. I'm not the one who makes your problem. You are the person you are making your problem, right? Very lucky. Karma doesn't have a mouth to speak to us. I told you that like a movie. We can watch movie. We can watch documentary. 3 hours continuously. Because you like the movie, you like the documentary. You need sense of, sense of like. You need kind of very strong aspiration to listen the teaching. In order to have an aspiration, good intention, you need to know the benefit of the listening Dharma. Like a movie, there's no benefits. While you are watching, you are enjoying. You are enjoying just while you are watching. After finish, the movie is finished. listening Dharma, attending, Dharma class. While you are attending, you feel good, you feel happy, but you don't have a really enjoy much. You don't enjoy much if you are very beginner. Then after finish the class, then you really feel enjoy. Oh, I learned this and this. I know all this. You feel very happy about. Therefore, you really need aspiration, intention, good motivation. Then you won't, fall asleep. People fall asleep. They don't see the importance of listening and attending the Dharma class. It's not the karma. Yeah.
Geshe, victim of suicide, is it caused by past life karma that let the victim die in this way?
Again, when we say, oh, someone commits suicide because of previous karma, there's mean the karma and the commit suicide become chicken and egg. Egg give a chicken come from egg come from chicken. It's never going to be end. Oh, someone commits suicide previous life, he or she will commit suicide. Then previous life again in previous life. It's not easy to say this is the main cause to commit suicide. So we need to think of many different aspects. In Singapore, if you compare your life with your parents or your grandparents, that time accidentally somebody died by accident or fall over, commit suicide, maybe very few people, not many. That time they are mentally very content, mentally very happy. They don't have a lot of stressful things. Now I'm talking, based on Singapore. And make sure I'm not criticizing Singapore government or Singaporean. The Singapore lifestyle, particularly the youngster, has a lot of pressure. Pressure from parents, pressure from teacher, pressure from boss, pressure from boyfriends and girlfriends, big pressure for future. So we really need to know different people has a different reason, different consequence. One cannot be cause for everybody. If you are really good in study, if you have a good mark, high marks, then you can say, oh, I will have a good future. Your parent also guess, oh, he or she has a good future, good job, good position, make a lot of money. If you have an education is a kind of middle, then you feel, I don't think I have a good future. A parent feel also, I don't think my children have a good future. Then wife or husband also have a same way. Oh, my wife doesn't have a good future, and give a lot of pressure. Husband same. And also our daily expense really increasing. The room rent, electricity bill, water bill, eating food in food court, buying things from stores. Everything is really going very high, very expensive. Then people feel very big pressure for life. I don't think I can have a happy life. I don't think I have a good family because I can see all this problem. Then the people slowly go to little bit depression. But none of our relatives or friends and family not try to understand the person is go to the depression. And the person is already in the depression state. It's not at all easy to get out from the depression. Today is okay, tomorrow going back. Yesterday okay, today going back to the depression. Not easy. When the person already in the depression, very quite deep level, the person can see only one option: just kill myself. Yeah, so there are so many conditions. Vishnu says a karma is mainly the lifestyle. Yeah, this is I don't know much, but I don't spend with the Singaporean for like 1 month or 2 months or 1 year. So all of you know better than me. I really don't know, actually there's so many different causes. One cause cannot be cause for everybody. Different people has a different reasoning. Different people has a different causes for common society. Yeah.
Geshe, earlier on you mentioned that we need to understand one's mind. Any tip on how to understand one's mind better to avoid misperception?
This one, I think we talk next time. We must have more time to talk.
Okay, so
we human being is a very good. We are very expert, very good expert. We are very expert. Have a technique to how the thing hide. We hide things very well. So difficult to understand. Someone to come to see, hey, how are you? I'm really like to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Wow, look like the person is really, really happy to see you. But he or she hides so many things in mind, in the deep. We don't understand, their motivation, intention. So this one, I think we talk next time as a discussion class. That means next we talk about meditation. Then we can have a time for discussion, right? Okay, now it's already 11:30. Somebody have a plan to go out for dinner or lunch, whatever. So thank you so much for attending the class. I really hope through our Dharma class, your mind become more open, more peaceful, more calm, become more logical person, try to understand things more precisely, right? So thank you so much. So we do the dedication at the end of the class. Dedicate the merit for becoming Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. In order to become Buddha, we need to practice the true bodhicitta, the conventional and ultimate bodhicitta. In order to practice the conventional bodhicitta, we need to practice the great compassion, great love to all sentient beings. Therefore, we dedicate the merit to have the perfect, good Dharma practice.